Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 76-7-8-9 carryover league. And we are in the American League East today with the series with the Red Sox at the Orioles. First two games of the series were played in Baltimore, and it was the Red Sox who won those two games in Baltimore, and they find themselves that they flipped with those two wins. They find themselves, they were a game and a half behind, now they are a game and a half ahead of the Orioles. And the series shifts to Boston and Fenway Park for Game 3, and the Red Sox want to sweep the Orioles in 3 straight in the best of 5. The Orioles are going to try and prevent that from happening. They will send Mike Flanagan to the mound, and the Red Sox will send Doug Bird to the mound. And let's get started from Fenway Park. Mark Belanger leads off for the Orioles, and skies to center. Bobby Grich pops to third, and Ken Singleton with a base hit for Singleton. This is a good Singleton card. He hit .328 77 with it. To Sensei, .311, flies right. Rick Burleson leads off for the Red Sox, .312 K plus injury. That's going to be kind of key here. They have a shortstop, Doug Flynn, who was playing second base. He can go to short, and Denny Doyle can run in and play second base. So they fixed that. And here is Doug Flynn, 38, base hit. Yastrzemski, 512, walks. Fisk, 49, single one of 5, lines out, and with 2 outs, it's Freddie Lynn, and he bounces out. Lee May in the second inning, 3-6 is a K. Eddie Murray, 57 is a K. And Andy Etchebarren flies a left. Jim Rice, 46, bounces to second. This is Grich, a 1-14. You got great defense in Baltimore. Dwight Edmonds, another ground ball to Grich, another easy ground out. And Butch Hobson, catcher's card. Etchebarren's a 3-7, and the inning's over. Carlos Lopez, 52, flies to right. Omar Moreno, some strange names in Baltimore here, flies it into right field. Evans a 1-3, and he makes the grab. And with 2 outs, it's Belanger. 39, bounces to short. No score as we get to the bottom of the third in Fenway. John Tamargo gets a rare start as DH against a lefty. Denny Doyle in for the injured Burleson, pops out. And Doug Flynn, 45, flies to center. Low scoring game in Fenway. We go to the 4th inning, and it's Bobby Grich, 212. Left B, he gets hurt. Well, the injuries are piling up here in Baltimore. Well, the Sensei can play second base. He's not very good. And they can make Brooks Robinson come in and play third base. And Brooksy will. All right, Ken Singleton, 2-8 Ks. And the Sensei, 4-11, flies it into right field, but this is Dwight Evans. Oh, he's a 1 in right field. E3 in right field, and he makes the grab. Bottom of 4 in Fenway. Yastrzemski, 67 Ks. Fisk, 34, short. Freddie Lynn, third X, and Brooksy's a 1E0. That's right, folks, Brooks Robinson. He's a 1E0. How does that even happen? Well, you know what? Let's take a look at Brooks Robinson's card first. Yeah. So, yeah, Brooksy played 1 year too many. He hit 149 with his card. So, I changed his defense from 2E13 to 1E0 because, well, you know why? Just because. Because I wanted to do it, and that's why I did it. So there you go. So he's a 1E0 with a 147 card. So, you know, there isn't too many people complaining, to be quite honest. All right, in the 5th inning, we're still scoreless here, and it's Lee May, 63, pitcher X. And the pitcher, Doug Bird, is a E14. Makes the play. Wow, Eddie Murray, 1-4, center. Andy Etchebarren, 36 single. And Lopez, 47, is a K. This Doug Bird actually pitched for the Kansas City Royals in 1976 in 198 innings, helping them win the American League West. So it was quite a coup for Boston to get a starting pitcher in this era, to team up with Louis Tiant and the Spaceman Billy, and give the Red Sox a respectable rotation. And we are scoreless in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here's Jim Rice, 59. It's going to be a double off the Flanagan card. Dwight Evans, 38, center. Wondering why Jim Rice and Dwight Evans are batting 6th and 7th is because they don't hit left-handed pitching very well. Butch Hobson, 38K, another guy who doesn't. There's a real imbalance on Boston about how much they demolish right-handed pitching and how weak they are against left-handed pitching. It remains to be seen if that will slow them down on their march to the division title and playoffs. John Tamargo bounces out to short. Scoreless in the 6th inning, Mike Flanagan and Doug Bird are dealing. Omar Moreno, 2-9, single, 1 of 15 is a base hit. He's an ace stealer. Fisk has a -3 arm. No thank you. Belanger, do you want to do a hit and run here to break things up a little bit? Oh, maybe not. You got Brooks Robinson up after that. Belanger will bat. 55K. Brooksy with 1 out. How about Brooksy doing a hit and run? Let's do that. It means you don't have to roll the dice and hit off his card. So Brooksy will hit and run with a speedy guy at first and 1 out. And he moves the runner up, so that's worth it. So now we have a runner at second with 2 outs, and it's Singleton, the best hitter on the team, and he 4-12s and rolls to the pitcher. Bird's been magnificent. Bottom of 6, it's Denny Doyle. And Denny Doyle, let's look at this card. Denny Doyle, a 240 hitter, but he hits the 3-4 triple 1 of 19, and suddenly the Red Sox have the lead run on at third with no one out. So they're going to bring it up for Doug Flynn. And Doug Flynn, double 1 of 5 is a base hit. That's an RBI. And the Red Sox have the lead. Flanagan's a starter 7. Yastrzemski 1-7 is going to be a fielder's choice. And Yastrzemski's actually a B stealer. He has to be held on base for Fisk. 5-10. That's going to be off the Flanagan card. Homer 1 of 7 double. And that's a double. Yastrzemski, he knows the caroms off that outfield wall very well if he wants to run this in or not. He's a 1 of 13 runner. And they have a 0 arm in center. He's going to hold up, though, with 1 out. You got second and third, 1 out. Red Sox have the lead. They're still up for Freddie Lynn. And Freddie Lynn walks. Bases are loaded for Jim Rice. Flanagan, you got to hang in there because you're left-handed. You're not broken, and Rice and Evans destroy right-handers. So the bases loaded are 1 out. They're going to bring it up for Jim Rice. 48 is another walk, and it's falling apart here for Flanagan in the 6th inning. They're still loaded. It's still up for Dwight Evans. 67 is a line to second, and with 2 outs, it's Butch Hobson. Who actually is better against righties, so Flanagan will stay in there. Hobson, 59 though, that's the crusher, that's the killer. 59 is a double off the Flanagan card to left field, and here comes the merry-go-round. Jim Rice is going to try and score from first on the double, and he does. That is the backbreaker right there, and the Red Sox have a 2-out, 3-run double for Butch Hobson. It's 5-0, and they are thinking sweep. They got the brooms ready. John Tamargo, 57's a K. So Flanagan, left in there too long in the 6th. And Doug Bird has got the Oriole offense shut down here. DeCinces, 67, pops a second. Lee May strikes out. Eddie E. Drinkaby Murray with a base hit. And Etchebarren, 1-3, pops to second base. Stretch time in Fenway Park. No Sweet Caroline. It's going to be... yeah, it's going to be a Vargas... Candio, the Cars, 19... I don't know what year they came out. Not 2017, though. Anyway, stretch time in Boston, 5-0. Flanagan, he's going to leave after 6. They're bringing DYAR Miller in the 7th. The Orioles are, well, not looking good here. This won't ruin their season, but it really puts a damper on their division title hopes, at least for the moment. Let's see, who leads off this inning here? It would be Denny Doyle again. Yeah, he led off the last inning with a triple, and they batted around. So it's Denny Doyle off of DYAR Miller. 48 is a walk. Doug Flynn. 312 lines the third. Yastrzemski. 1-5's a walk. Carlton Fisk. 1-4 left, and with 2 outs. Freddie Lynn. 64. Second X. Yeah, Gritch got hurt though, so it's the 40-41 to Sensei, and that's a single dot. Tough break for the Orioles. Getting embarrassed here. Jim Rice. 46 Rice, single 1 at 10. Another single. 2 on, 2 outs for Dwight Evans, 48. You could see the Red Sox getting out the frustration for those Oriole World Series titles in the early 70s here. They're having their way today. Butch Hobson pops to first base. We got a 7-0 game. Meanwhile, Doug Bird is pitching like Cy Young today. Carlos Lopez, 58. Finally, a hit off the Bird card. It's a double. Moreno, 47. A strikeout. Belanger, 67. Lines a second. And Brooksy, 57, is a K. Oh boy. All right, Orioles are just going to give their bullpen some work now in a 7-0. You don't sweep the Orioles very often in this era, and that's what's happening. It'll be Tamargo leading off the 8th. 45, right? Here's Denny Doyle, who's gotten on 2 out of 3 times since coming off the bench. Pops a short. And Doug Flynn. 39 for Flynn's a single. Yastrzemski, 38, another single. 2 outs. Orioles just cannot get out of this nightmare. 1-7 is a K. All right, 7-zip in the 9th. Doug Bird, boys and girls. He's going for it. Going for the CGSO. Kenny Singleton leads it off. 54, pops a short. DeCinces, 3-6. Let's take a look at Doug DeCinces' card. This was his best year in Baltimore. It was 1978. He had 28 home runs. Had a back injury, slowed him down in 79, that team that went to the World Series and lost to the Pirates. And they said, bye-bye, goodbye, we don't need you anymore. He goes to the California Angels and ends up hitting 30 home runs for the Angels in 1982. So this home run ruins the Bird shutout. It'll be Lee May, 1-7, single to 1 line out, and with 2 outs, Eddie Murray. And that is a ground ball, and that is a Red Sox sweep. They have been vindicated. I wonder if they win the 75 World Series or not. 6, 7, 8, 9, because that's in between these 2 timelines. We're in the timeline of 69, 70, 71, 72. Then there's a 4-year gap, 73, 73, 74, 75, depending on how you look at it. And then, of course, May 9. This league ends in 1979. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So Bird gets a complete game shutout. Not a shutout, I'm sorry. Get that solo home run. The 1 run, no walks, 8 strikeouts, gets a complete game. That's pretty impressive there. Tippy Martinez, 2 hits and a K in relief. DYAR Miller, he was also not very good. 2 hits, 2 runs, and 3 walks. And Flanagan was bad as well. 6 hits and 5 runs. It all fell apart in the 6th inning for him. 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Red Sox put, 27 guys on base in these 3 innings here. So, 1-009, 0-108, 7-10, 1-6. Pretty quick sweep. Short day of baseball in the American League East. And the Red Sox will increase their lead. So let's see what the teams are doing here to date, though. Baltimore and Boston. Well, there it is. The Red Sox are 14-8, hitting .280 with a 4.06 ERA. That's right in their wheelhouse. the Orioles are hitting .302 as a team with a .388 ERA. So they were trucking along until they ran into this Boston buzzsaw, and suddenly, just like that, they're 2.5 games out. They have 2 more divisional series left to regain ground. Obviously, both of these teams are very good. It'd be nice to see these guys meet again in the playoffs in some sort of wild card divisional matchup. Year to date, we've played 261 Fall League games. The Fall League is roughly 60% of the amount of games that the Summer League is. We wrapped this thing up in the middle of December. League stats, so the league is hitting .278, and a league ERA is a stunning .442. The Summer League ERA was around .417, .418, and that was in an expansion era. But in this expansion era of adding Seattle and Toronto, there's a ton of hitting in this league, and that's why, you know, this league ERA will eventually drop, but not by much, because there's not a very long postseason. It's usually in the postseason that when the bad teams who get knocked out have bad pitching, and therefore the league ERA starts to go down. So this is probably going to set a record for best, offensive performance, and that would be in the years 1976, 78, 79. There's some great performances in there. Carew at .388, .395 for Moda's card, .398 for Roger Freed's card. Jim Rice, Freddie Lynn have 39, 40 home runs here on the Red Sox. There's some tremendous performances offensively in this era. And I haven't even mentioned the New York Yankees and Reggie Jackson. So, that's it today from the American League East. Hope you are enjoying the Fall League. We'll see you again next time.